you scared, Rebecca? I hear you got a stalker fan mail.
No, I got this really strange fan email from somebody.
What's it say?
Dear Rebecca, I'm writing this letter to introduce myself to you. My name is John and I'm your biggest fan. I'm the president of the Rebecca Walton fan club. I have pictures of you all over my wall. I think you're so incredibly talented and beautiful. I've also seen the way you smile at me through the screen. I know you want me the way I want you. All my love, John. P.S. You look cute in the pink pajamas you wore to bed last night.
Welcome to the Pew. Where we are with a super enthusiastic Ernie Glam. Tell us how enthusiastic you are, Ernie. Let's shout to the heavens that we are here at the Pew.
I have a very sore throat, so I will not be shouting
Oh,
today.
Ernie has a sore throat, so he won't be shouting. Okay.
It's the consequences of partying.
It's the laryngitis version of the Pew. Okay, so I guess okay, so I guess we're gonna start with the Pope, right? The Pope was here. It was a holy inconvenience. We were trapped, I tell you. Me and my friend
I didn't feel inconvenience.
Where were you? You were up in what?
I drove yesterday from the Bronx to Hell's Kitchen, and it only took 40 minutes at 5 o'clock in the afternoon during
It wasn't
rush hour.
yesterday. It was the day before.
No, he was here yesterday too, all day.
Well, it was the day before that was the holy inconvenience, where we were trapped like animals, trapped like rats in a cage. And we have footage, right? We have footage of the
yes,
of the me and Nashar trapped like she felt like a bird, but we were trapped, couldn't get anywhere. I mean, it was like, dead ends. You couldn't, and the police don't care, But tell us, there's some girl that stuck in there. Was it a girl, right? A little kid to see the Pope?
Well, I would say that I didn't think it was such a big inconvenience to have the Pope here. New York City's the capital of the world, and the world leaders are all going to come here.
Yeah, Obama was here yesterday.
So, and plus it's very like first world problems that you were inconvenienced on your way to the Apple store, while the Holy Father was here to talk about global injustice.
I wasn't inconvenienced on my way out to the Apple store.
Income
I
inequality.
was at the Apple store. I was inconvenienced on my way out of the Apple store. But I have to tell you that
inequality
the Pope
and
was
the
here.
rape of the planet because of mindless consumerism.
Right, you got it. Your laryngitis. Conserve that. The Pope was here to bless the Apple store. He wasn't at the Samsung store, and he wasn't at the Galaxy store. He was at the Apple store because he was here to bless the world's greatest iPhone.
He definitely didn't bless my throat.
No, he didn't.
Anyway, I love that report of the Mexican girl that sneaked through the security fence to talk to the Pope, and she gave him a letter about her illegal immigrant parents. And
what did the letter say?
That she doesn't want them to be deported back to Mexico.
What's he going to do about it?
To ask Congress to pass immigration reform.
God would probably be better.
I thought it was really funny though, because leave it to a Mexican to be able to sneak through a fence and get into a place that they're not wanted.
I want them. I don't know what you're talking about. I want the Mexicans here.
Well, so do I. As a Mexican, I want them here.
Well, who doesn't want them here?
Other people.
Like who?
Like the Republicans.
The Republicans.
They want to build
They
want to build a fence across the border,
right?
Which will not work because that little girl showed how useless fences are.
Did she dig? Like
she, Mexicans are crafty. They'll get over a fence or under, or sideways.
Yeah, it's coming at me sideways. That's how you say it in prison. They're Peru. When you are doing something sneaky, you're coming at me sideways.
Well, we are at the New York Pagan Festival today.
All kinds of pagans and devil worshippers and witches.
To the Pagan Festival.
From popes to pagans. The Pope to pagans.
So whatever blessings may have rained down upon us yesterday are being washed away by
the sins
of paganism.
Yeah.
Although it
doesn't look very sinful. No. It looks very like
I'll bet if I wanted to buy some cocaine,
like Fair
I
Maiden,
wouldn't even be able to do that.
Fair Maiden Lily, and it kind of reminds me of the Renaissance festival we were at. Remember?
Yes, it's like the Renaissance festival with fewer corsets.
Right.
And if there are corsets, they're black.
And it's
corsets.
a little trendier. A little devilier.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Superfood 7 to 10 p.m.
Ishara, why did the policeman pull over the U-Haul truck?
Because he wanted us to move.
Welcome back to the pew.
Welcome back
To the pew,
The Pagan
where we are
Festival.
shouting to the heavens with enthusiasm.
I am not shouting. I can barely
He's
speak.
enthusiastic, but he's not shouting. He's whispering enthusiastically.
I'm coughing enthusiastically.
And it's too bad you have laryngitis because you have a really funny story to tell us about civil servants and how they're how inept they are and how they.
Well, all the barriers around New York for the papal visit got me thinking of bureaucratic barriers.
Yeah.
And those bureaucratic barriers include the State Department of Health. As some of you know, I'm a reporter by day, and I had sent a request to the Department of Health with all these questions, at least 8 questions about the New York State condom programs, because I happen to be writing about condoms. So I asked them how many condoms they gave away, how much did it cost for the condoms, where do they get the condoms? And then they write me back after they got my email with my 8 questions about condoms saying, well, we got your request and we're working on it.
Can I tell you a punchline?
And by the way,
what's the article about?
yeah,
Condoms.
They actually asked what the article is about.
I mean, it reminds me of all the time. Even you had some trouble when I was in Peru. Just trying to.
No, this was not even in Peru. This was after when you were trying to move
the parole, I was
to
gonna say,
Seagate.
the parole board, right? I'm trying to
Post-Peru.
Right, trying to get in touch with my Peruvian officer to change my address. We tried writing, calling, and then they said what to fax. But then when we faxed, they said their fax machine was broken, and so they could, they don't have an email. You can't email them.
Do not send them emails
because they don't have an email address.
And I guess you can't send them faxes because it's broken.
It's broken.
So and they won't pick up the phone.
Right. Pony Express.
So you can only go there in person.
And then when you go there in person, you have to wait 6 hours, and then maybe they'll see you. But the problem is that once you get there, you're not allowed to leave. So you get there, you have to turn off all of your phones, all of your electronic devices, and then you can't leave until they see you. So you're trapped. It's every possible way to dissuade you from going in and talking to them.
Well, what's really weird is that they don't let you use your electronics in there because these are people that seem to be electronics phobics. They don't have electronics. They don't have email. They don't seem to use computers.
It has to do with hacking, and they don't want they don't want you breaking in, hacking into their system and stuff like that. And they figure that if they don't use it, that's a good excuse, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
The beauty of government.
So now what? Now what do we have any bitches that want to know anything, or
Yes.
does the bitches know it all now, or
No, we have bitches who want to know something.
they still want to know?
Tracy Whitcomb wants to know about Glory Daze. She's asking how much involvement you had in the creation of
I'd
the
say about
documentary.
49 years worth. I mean, it's not my doc. I mean, it's a documentary about me, but I didn't make the documentary. So I mean, I had enough involvement in it that I was there to film it and to be filmed and to answer the questions. But as far as editing and storyline and all that, that's completely Ramon. I mean, yeah, I was as involved as a person can be in their own documentary without taking over the documentary, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I help Ramon whenever he asks me for help. But
Did you like it?
I liked it. Yeah.
I liked it too.
My only critique of the Glory Daze is that we saw the long director's cut, and I just thought it was a little too long.
They're gonna either cut the time or put it on HBO and do 2 90-minute, like part 1 and part 2, 90 minutes and 90 minutes.
Right, because it's really long. I mean,
It's 2.5 hours.
I mean, that's really long for a documentary.
Yeah, for people whose attention span is about 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. So, see you next time.
Goodbye from the pagan capital of the world.